Okay, so in the previous lecture, we have started the concept of IPv4 versus IPv6. Okay, the difference between IPv4 and IPv6. So we have seen what is mean by IP, and after that, what is mean by IP4 and IPv6, and we have started. We've also seen the features of IPv4 and features of IPv6, and we have started the difference between them. Okay, so हम difference में कहाँ तक आए थे? Configuration तक आए थे. That configuration, if the new system is installed, then you need to configure it before communicating with the other systems. Okay, in IPv4, but in IPv6, the configuration is optional depending on the functions need. ओके, देन अब जो देख रहे हैं वो हम VLSM से स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. VLSM फॉर IPv4, VLSM सपोर्ट. VLSM अब क्या होता है? सो VLSM इट मेनली स्टैंड्स फॉर द वेरिएबल लेंथ सबसेट मास्क. ओके, सॉरी, वेरिएबल लेंथ सबनेट मास्क. नाउ वेरिएबल लेंथ सबनेट मास्क support for IPv4 and for IPv6. In IPv4 support the variable length subnet mask, where this is used when the subnet design uses more than one mask, okay, in the same network, which means more than one mask is used for the different subnets of a single class like A, B, C or the other network. And this VLSM, it can also be defined as the process of subnetting of a subnet. Okay, so IPv4 supports the VLSM, where IPv6 doesn't offer support for VLSM. Okay, IPv4 Internet Protocol version 4, it provides support for VLSM, which is variable length subnet mask, and it is used to design the subnet, or it is used where the subnet is designed and uses more than one mask in the same network. Okay, or you can say that when more than one mask is used for the different subnets of a single class like ABC or a network, then VLSM is used, or it can also be defined as the process of subnetting of a subnet. ठीक है, so IPv4 this supports the concept of VLSM, but IPv6 doesn't support or doesn't offer support for VLSM. Now next is the fragmentation. Fragmentation is done by the sender in IPv6, and fragmentation is done by sending and forwarding routes in IPv4. Now what is mean by this fragmentation? IP fragmentation क्या होता है? So IP fragmentation, it is a process that breaks the packet into the smaller pieces, means into the smaller fragments, so that the resulting pieces, means the fragments, can pass through a link with a smaller maximum transmission unit than the original packet size, and then the fragments are reassembled by the receiving host. ओके, फ्रैगमेंटेशन का क्या मतलब होता है? ये जो हमारे डेटा पैकेट्स होते हैं ना, फ्रैगमेंटेशन इज अ प्रोसेस दैट ब्रेक्स द पैकेट्स इनटू द स्मॉलर पीसेस. ओके, यानी एक जो डेटा पैकेट होता है, डेटा पैकेट को छोटे छोटे पैकेट्स में, और डेटा पैकेट को छोटे पैकेट्स में ब्रेक करके उनको स्मॉलर पीसेस में बनाने का काम किसका होता है? फ्रैगमेंटेशन का. एंड वो जो छोटे डेटा पैकेट्स होते हैं, मतलब एक पैकेट है आपका, उस पैकेट के अगर हम 4 to 5 पैकेट्स बनाते हैं, ओके, उनको हम फ्रैगमेंट्स भी कह सकते हैं. तो इस प्रोसेस को हम फ्रैगमेंटेशन कहते हैं, where fragmentation is a process that breaks the data packet into the smaller pieces, or that pieces can be called as a fragments, so that the resulting fragments can pass through a link with a smaller maximum transmission unit. Means ट्रांसमिशन यूनिट जो है वो स्मॉलर कंज्यूम या स्मॉलर विथ मैक्सिमम ट्रांसमिशन यूनिट के साथ में डेटा पैकेट्स जो है वो सेंड किए जाते हैं देन द ओरिजिनल पैकेट साइज. मतलब ओरिजिनल पैकेट साइज को मे बी टाइम ज्यादा कंज्यूमिंग रहता है, तो एक डेटा पैकेट को छोटे छोटे पैकेट्स में ब्रेक करके छोटे छोटे फ्रैगमेंट्स फॉर्म करके मैक्सिमम ट्रांसमिशन स्मॉलर मैक्सिमम ट्रांसमिशन यूनिट पे डेटा को सेंड किया जाता है एंड that consumes the less transmission unit as compared to the original packet size, and then the fragments that are received by the host are reassembled by the receiving host. Okay, fragments जो कि receive किए जाते हैं after sending the fragments received by the acceptor is reassembled by the receiving host. Okay, या acceptor आप कह सकते हैं उसको, receiving host or receiving person. Okay, the fragmentation in IPv4, it is done by sending and forwarding the routes, and the fragmentation is done by the sender in IPv6. Now, routing information protocol, RIP. RIP in IPv4, RIP is a routing protocol supported by the rooted daemon. Where RIP doesn't support IPv6, it uses the static routes. Okay, so you can simply call it as that RIP is supported by the IPv4, whereas RIP is not supported by the IPv6. Okay, the next is the network configuration. Network configuration, network needs to be configured either manually or with DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. IPv4 had the several overlays to handle the internet growth, which requires more maintenance effort. Network configuration, it needs to be done in IPv4. Network configuration हमें पता है network configuration किस तरीके से होता है. So in order to use the IPv4, we need to configure the network. So network configuration, it is done in IPv4 and it is either done manually or by using the DHCP. Okay, then in IPv6, IPv6 supports the auto configuration capabilities. Means in IPv6, we don't need to configure the network. It is automatically configured when a system is when a new system is installed, or when a new network is being used. Then the network configuration for the first time or for the other several times, it is automatically done because the IPv6 supports the automatical configuration or auto configuration capabilities, where in IPv4 we have to configure the network. Okay, or network configuration needs to be done by us with either manually or by using the DHCP. Then next is the best feature. Best feature in IPv4 and best feature in IPv6. Best feature of IPv4 is that it widespread use of NAT, means the network address translation devices, which allows the single NAT address can mask thousands of the non-routable addresses, making end-to-end integrity achievable. Okay, this is the best feature of IPv4, where IPv6, it allows the direct addressing because of the vast address space or vast address pool. So these are the two best features of IPv4 and IPv6. IPv4 का best feature क्या है? That with the widespread with the use of widespread of NAT devices, which allows the single NAT address. Okay, which allows incoming single NAT address can mask thousands of the non-routable addresses. Okay, where it was about to accept the single mask address, or it was about to allow a single NAT address to accept. There are the thousand of the non-routable addresses that can be masked. That can be masked and making end-to-end integrity achievable. And this feature is provided by the IPv4, where in IPv6 it allows the direct addressing because of the vast address spaces. Okay, then next is the address mask. Address mask is used for the designated network from the host portion. In IPv4, it is used for the designated network. Okay, the designated network from the host portion, and in IPv6 there is no address mask used. Then next is the SNMP. So SNMP, it stands for the Simple Network Management Protocol. Simple Network Management Protocol. This protocol is a protocol used for the system management in IPv4, where IPv6 doesn't use the Simple Network Management Protocol. ओके, ऐसे कुछ कुछ पॉइंट्स है जिसमें डायरेक्टली सिर्फ इतना दिया गया है दैट IPv4 allows or IPv4 supports or IPv4 accepts or uses this thing और IPv6 doesn't support this thing. वैसे बहुत सारे जो डिफरेंसेस है वो सिर्फ ऐसे ही शो हो रहे हैं दैट IPv4 supports this concept and IPv6 doesn't support this concept. Okay, so Simple Network Management Protocol, this protocol is supported or used by the IPv4, but IPv6 doesn't support the SNMP. Then next is the mobility and interoperability. Relatively constrained network topologies to which move restrict mobility and interoperability capabilities. And in IPv6 provides the interoperability and mobility capabilities which are embedded in a network devices. Okay, interoperability, we know that what is mean by interoperability. In order to communicate with the devices that are integrated with same technology, the interoperability, this concept is used. Okay, what I said, in order to provide the communication or in order to enable the communication between the devices in which the same technology is integrated, interoperability, this concept is used. So mobility and interoperability in case of IPv4 and in case of IPv6, it is given that IPv6 provides the interoperability and mobility capabilities which are embedded in network devices. Okay, because internet protocol, we are here talking about the internet protocol. So these features are provided or these features are supported in the devices which are integrated or which are embedded with the network. Okay, and in IPv4, relatively constrained network topologies to which move restrict mobility and interoperability capabilities. Means interoperability and mobility capabilities are allowed in a constrained network topologies, and these features are restricted. Mobility and interoperability, these capabilities are restricted to only those devices which uses the constrained network topologies. Okay, the next is the security. Security is dependent on applications. IPv4 was not designed with security in mind. Okay, security, this concept is based on the application. Mainly internet protocol doesn't look for that, or internet protocol version 4 was not designed with security, with keeping security in mind. So ये जो security का जो concept है, security, it is dependent on the applications. अब applications है, applications को हमको use करना है तो internet protocol की तो हमको जरूरत पड़ेगी. तो इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल सिक्योरिटी को ध्यान में रखते हुए नहीं बनाया गया. जो हम एप्लीकेशन यूज कर रहे हैं उस एप्लीकेशन के अंदर कितनी सिक्योरिटी है, दैट डिपेंड्स. इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल क्या करेगा, सिर्फ उसको सपोर्ट करेगा इंटरनेट प्रोवाइड करने में. बाकी वो जो भी चीजें हैं वो एप्लीकेशन के अंदर सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइडेड होनी चाहिए. वेयर IPsec, इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल सिक्योरिटी, इज बिल्ट into the IPv6 protocol usable with proper key infrastructure. Okay, well, the security, this concept is enabled in IPv6. इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल वर्जन 6 के अंदर IPsec, ऐसे इंटरनेट प्रोटोकॉल सिक्योरिटी, ये जो है वो इनेबल्ड किया गया है इन IPv6 प्रोटोकॉल एंड इट इज यूजेबल विथ अ प्रॉपर की इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. ओके, IPsec सिक्योरिटी, IP सिक्योरिटी ऐसा आपने बहुत बार सुने होंगे. एंड अभी नेक्स्ट ईयर आपके जो सब्जेक्ट है उसके अंदर IPsec का बहुत है. या अभी भी आप देख रहे होंगे इसमें इंफॉर्मेशन एंड नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी, जो सोनाली मैम और तुबा मैम जो लेक्चर ले रहे हैं जिस सब्जेक्ट का, उसके अंदर भी आईपीसेक का बहुत आपको टॉपिक्स हो गए. The next is the packet size. Packet size is 576 bytes required, fragmentation optional in IPv4, and in IPv6 it is 1208 bytes required without fragmentation. Fragmentation means, fragmentation आपको पता होना चाहिए that the large data packets को या normal या जो भी है data packets को smaller data packets में या smaller pieces में break करने के काम को हम क्या कहते हैं? Fragmentation. Okay, fragmentation याद रख लो, fragmentation is a process where the data packets are break into the smaller pieces or smaller data packets in order to transmit it on the maximum, on the smaller maximum transmission unit. Then the original data packet is transferred, and then the fragments that are received by the receiving host or that are received by the receiving host are reassembled by the receiving host. Okay, so this is the definition of a fragmentation. So in case of the IPv4, packet size is 576 bytes required, and here also fragmentation is optional. पैकेट की साइज या मैक्सिमम पैकेट साइज यहाँ पे कितनी दी गई है IPv4 में? 576 बाइट्स रिक्वायर्ड. ओके, एंड फ्रेगमेंटेशन ऑप्शनल है कि आपको डेटा पैकेट्स को ब्रेक करना है छोटे डेटा पैकेट्स में और नॉट, वेयर जो IPv6 के अंदर पैकेट साइज दी गई है दैट इज 1208, and without fragmentation means you don't need to break the data packets into the smaller data packets. So in IPv6 the fragmentation is not that required, but in IPv4 if you want to do the fragmentation, then it is done by the, or it is done in the IPv4. Then packet fragmentation allows from router and the sending host. Okay, packet fragmentation in IPv4 it is allowed from the routers and the sending host or sender, where in IPv6 it is only allowed by the sending host. Means IPv4 के अंदर packet fragmentation जो है it is done by the sending host as well as it can also be done by the routers, but in IPv6 it is only done by the, or it is only used by the sending host or sender. Okay, then packet header doesn't identify the packet for flow for quality of service handling, which includes the checksum options, where packet head contains flow label field that specifies the packet flow for quality of service handling. Okay, ये packet header के बारे में था. Then DNS, domain name system records, address A records maps the host names, and address 4 times A records maps the host names. DNS records जो है वो IPv4 and IPv6 के अंदर कैसे होते हैं? Address A, this records and maps the host name, where in IPv6 4 times address record जो format है वो देखो कैसे है, it maps the host names in IPv6. Then address configuration is done either manually or via the DHCP in IPv4, whereas in IPv6 stateless address auto configuration using the Internet Control Message Protocol ICMP version 6 or DHCP version 6 means the address configuration it is automatically configured in IPv6, or either it is automatically configured in IPv6 or with the help of ICMP and DHCP protocols. Then IP to MAC resolution. In IPv6, in IPv4, it is the broadcast ARP address resolution protocol is used, and in IPv6 multicast neighbor solicitation this is used. Okay, then local subnet group management, internet group management internet group management protocol IGMP, and multicast listener discovery MLD. जो local subnet group management IPv6 जिस local सबनेट ग्रुप मैनेजमेंट को सपोर्ट करता है, एंड IPv4 जिस लोकल सबनेट ग्रुप मैनेजमेंट को सपोर्ट करता है वो यहाँ पे दिया गया है दैट IPv4 uses the IGMP, means the Internet Group Management Protocol, or it supports the Internet Group Management Protocol, whereas IPv6 supports the MLD, means the Multicast Listener Discovery. Okay, then next is the optional fields. Optional fields, so IPv4 has the optional fields, and IPv6 doesn't have the optional fields, but extension headers are available. Means we can extension headers, we can extend the header size, or we can extend the headers, and this feature is available in IPv6, where IPv4 has already the optional fields. Then IPsec, IP security, Internet Protocol security concerning network security is optional in IPv4, where Internet Protocol security IPsec concerning the network security is mandatory in IPv6. Okay, so in IPv4, this Internet Protocol security, this concept is optional in IPv4, but in IPv6, this concept is mandatory. Okay, then dynamic host configuration server. Clients have approached dynamic host configuration server whenever they want to connect to a network. In IPv4, clients have an approach to DHCS whenever they want to connect to a network, whereas in IPv6, client doesn't have to approach any such server as they are given the permanent addresses. Okay, in case of the addresses that are provided by the coordinator or that are provided by the network operators, so clients can approach to DHCS whenever they want to connect to a network. Okay, but in case of the IPv6, as the permanent address is provided by the network coordinator, so client doesn't need or doesn't have to approach to any such kind of the servers related to the addresses or related to connecting to the network. Then next is the mapping. Mapping, IPv4 uses the address resolution protocol to map to MAC addresses. Okay, and in IPv6 it uses the NDP, neighbor discovery protocol, to map to MAC address. Okay, in order to map to the MAC address, IPv4 uses the ARP, means address resolution protocol, and IPv6 uses the NDP, means neighbor discovery protocol, in order to map to the MAC addresses. Then compatibility with mobile devices. अब हमको compatibility और देखना है कि मोबाइल डिवाइसेस के साथ में IPv4 और IPv6 की क्या compatibility है. So IPv4 addresses uses the dot decimal notation, as we have seen in the address example of IPv4 and IPv6 के address writing format क्या है. IPv4 का it is separated by the dots, and in IPv6 they are separated by the colon. So IPv4 address uses the dot decimal notation, that's why it is not suitable for the mobile networks. Okay, then in IPv6 address is represented in the hexadecimal colon separated notation. IPv6 is better suited to the mobile network. So in case of a mobile network, IPv4 is not suitable for the mobile network, whereas IPv6 is suitable for the mobile networks. Okay, so ये जो था वो हमारा difference हो गया है IPv4 and IPv6 का. आज जो डिफरेंस है वो हमारा कंप्लीट हो गया है IPv4 एंड IPv6 का. सारे डिफरेंसेस आपको याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. कुछ मेन डिफरेंस या ऐसे कंसिडर कर लो कि आपका क्वेश्चन का जितना वेटेज दिया गया है उसके हिसाब से डिफरेंस आप बना सकते हैं. जैसे कि अगर आपका क्वेश्चन 5 मार्क्स का है, मैक्सिमम हमारे पेपर में क्वेश्चन जो है वो 5 मार्क्स के होते हैं, तो 5 मार्क्स के लिए 10 to 15 डिफरेंसेस इनफ है. यहाँ पे तो फिर भी बहुत सारे दिए गए हैं, तो जो मेन है, जैसे कि स्टार्टिंग के तो मेन है, लाइक आपके IPv4 एंड IPv6 के अंदर एड्रेस की साइज क्या है, एड्रेस का मेथड क्या है, देन नंबर ऑफ द हेडर फील्ड्स क्या है, लेंथ ऑफ द हेडर फील्ड्स क्या है, देन उसके बाद में कुछ एग्जांपल्स प्रोवाइड कर दो, फिर टाइप्स ऑफ द एड्रेसेस जो कि प्रोवाइड करता है वो डाल दो, देन पैकेट कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, नेटवर्क कॉन्फ़िगरेशन, पैकेट साइज एंड देन उसके बाद में कौन से प्रोटोकॉल्स को सपोर्ट करता है, देन उसके बेस्ट फीचर्स, यानी कुछ चीजें डालो ऐसे कि आपको जितने पूरे डिफरेंस दिए गए हैं उतने पूरे के पूरे डिफरेंस मेंशन करने की जरूरत नहीं है। 10 से 15 डिफरेंस जो है वो IPv4 और IPv6 के डाले तो वो भी इनफ हो जाएंगे। ठीक है, तो उसके अंदर क्या है, मेन है आपका एड्रेस राइटिंग फॉर्मेट, देन उसकी पैकेट साइज, देन उसकी हेडर साइज, फिर उसके बाद में उसका कॉन्फ़िगरेशन कैसे होता है, मैन्युअली होता है, ऑटोमेटिक होता है, देन आईपी सिक्योरिटी, ये वाला कंसेप्ट है। ऐसे कुछ मेन डिफरेंसेस जो है वो आप यूज कर सकते हैं। एंड देन स्टार्टिंग में तो हमने देख लिया, देखो एक आंसर लिखने का मेथड देखो किस तरीके से होता है। अगर आपको IPv4 एंड IPv6 के डिफरेंस के बारे में पूछा है तो हम डायरेक्टली क्या करते हैं, दो कॉलम्स बनाते हैं, एक में लिख देते हैं IPv4, एक में लिख देते हैं IPv6। बट यहाँ पे देखो जिस मेथड से दिया है ना, दिस इज द बेस्ट मेथड ऑफ राइटिंग एनी डिफरेंस। अगर आपको IPv4 एंड IPv6 के बीच में डिफरेंस पूछा है तो पहले यू शुड डिफाइन द टर्म्स IPv4 एंड IPv6। okay, it is not necessary that define the terms very largely, okay, or very large, just a small description about the terms। IPv4 क्या है उसका कुछ दो तीन लाइन में एक डेफिनेशन या उसको डिफाइन कर लो दो तीन लाइंस में, एंड देन IPv6 को डिफाइन कर लो दो तीन लाइंस में, एंड आफ्टर दैट आपको जो है वो डिफरेंस शुरू करना है, डायरेक्टली डिफरेंस शुरू नहीं करना है। डिफरेंस के अंदर पहले जो टर्म्स पूछा गया है उन टर्म्स को थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन कर लो। ओके, शॉर्ट में ही एक्सप्लेन कर लो, बट यू नीड टू एक्सप्लेन द टर्म्स बिफोर स्टार्टिंग और बिफोर इनिशिएटिंग टू राइट द डिफरेंस बिटवीन देम। at least you need to define the terms about what you are about to write the difference of। okay, तो इसी मेथड से लाइक आईपी क्या है, पहले IPv4 IPv6 चल रहा है तो आईपी क्या है, एंड देन उसके बाद में IPv4 क्या इसको डिफाइन कर लो शॉर्टली, एंड IPv6 क्या उसको डिफाइन कर लो। आफ्टर दैट स्टार्ट राइटिंग द डिफरेंस बिटवीन देम। ठीक है, समझ में आ गया फिर सबको? शौकत, बिस्मा, ठीक है, चलो फिर आपका वक्त भी हो गया, नेक्स्ट लेक्चर होगा इंशाल्लाह, नेक्स्ट लेक्चर मंडे को होगा, उसमें मिलते हैं। ठीक है, थैंक यू फॉर अटेंडिंग दिस लेक्चर।